Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for one of those weekly trophy list updates, even though at this point it has been 2 weeks, and it is the first update of 2024. So today's date is, of course, January 1st, 2024. So this video will have covered, I believe it would be the 18th of December through the 31st of December of 2023. So, it wasn't an overly productive couple of weeks in terms of trophies. Because, I went home, I was spending a lot of time with family, of course. That's something that should always be prioritized, eating a lot of good food. And I had a very nice Christmas. I got Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, of course, and I got a few other things. I got, money was a big thing because going to be using it to eventually purchase an actual, better computer or at least a way higher quality laptop. And I'm going to get a lot of information on that most likely when Lizard Guy comes home in February, because I think he built a PC or at least has a lot more knowledge of that stuff. So I will get him to help me figure out all of that. So that'll be kind of nice whenever that happens. And I also got stuff for the house, for the kitchen especially, because, that's the kind of thing it is when you're a homeowner. You love getting new stuff for the house. So, in terms of trophies earned, not a whole lot were earned, but there was a lot of gaming done, and we're actually starting off on my alt account, because I just wanted to show this off. I actually played through Choo Choo Charles on the PlayStation 5 on my alt account. The reason is not because the Platinum Trophy is difficult. It is purely because I suspect that Nightmare Mode is going to get added in as DLC later, and it's actually very challenging. So I'm a little bit worried about that, even though there are some rumors that he might not be adding it into the console, so we will have to see about that. But once I know for a fact that it is or isn't coming to the console version, then I will go ahead and do this on my main account. The one big issue I have with this game is that it's $20, which is fine, but it isn't cross-buy, which is, to me, really, really kind of weird because most games like this end up being cross-buy, so I think that's a little bit strange. But the Platinum Trophy is very, very easy and can be done in about 3 total hours. So, for the Platinum Trophy, you have a couple of basically early missions. These are both basically early story missions, or at least this one is, and this one might be the first side mission you're supposed to do. Then, these gold trophies are all for parts of the story when you have to infiltrate the 3 different mines to find the Charles eggs. So, those are all story related. And then, pretty much all the other trophies, this is a side mission somewhere, pretty much an early side mission that gets you a lot of scrap pieces. And then these silver trophies here, from what I remember, are the 3 trophies that you get for completing the weapons side quests that get you new weapons for your train, because you start out with a machine gun and then you end up getting the bug spray, which is a flamethrower and really useful. You also get a rocket launcher and something else. I don't remember what the last one is that you get. So yeah, finish those 3 missions that are marked on the map, and then you just have a bunch of other side missions you have to complete. That's basically all it is just a bunch more side missions. None of them are really all that difficult at all. I would say the most difficult part is dealing with the stealth sections during the main story missions, because the stealth sections really aren't particularly well designed. It's the one real criticism I have of this game, is just the stealth is not very well done. You should at least be able to have a weapon, be able to take them out, because I imagine that would make the Nightmare Mode just absolutely brutal, because they can 1 or 2 shot you probably on Nightmare Mode. And Nightmare Mode, if it comes to console, is a permadeath mode. So Charles isn't quite as much of a threat, I don't think, as the humans are, but I could be wrong on that. And of course, there's the pickle mission, because this was just a solid meme material. Then you have 2 more story trophies that you get toward the end of the game. And then you just have to fully upgrade your train, which requires you to collect quite a bit of scrap. But once you collect enough scrap, you can fully upgrade everything. It's pretty easy to do on this normal difficulty. That's the only thing currently available. And there's also a trophy for finishing the main story, even though it does hint at a potential return of the Demon Spider Train. And finally, you have to collect all 11 paint cans. I would say that this is probably the most difficult trophy overall, just because it's a relatively large map, and not all of the paint cans are in like easily accessible, noticeable areas, and some of them are in the mines in locked chests that you have to get into while being pursued by the guys with the guns. So that's probably the most difficult trophy, but if you followed a guide for this game, you could probably platinum it in 2 hours. It took me a little bit under 3 hours just because I wasn't following a guide for anything except for the paint cans at the very end of the game once I had done basically everything else. I found about 6 or 7 of them legitimately. So yeah, that game was a whole lot of fun. Definitely recommend playing it, but I would say probably want to wait until it goes on sale because $20 is a little much for a 3-hour experience, but it's a great game, especially given it was only made by one person. So I'm going to switch on over to my main account. And I'm also probably going to make the Choo Choo Charles Platinum experience into a video because it's only one stream of like 3 hours to edit down, so it shouldn't be too difficult to do. I can probably get that out pretty quickly. I know I said that Bugsnax was going to be the next one, but that was actually incorrect because I completely forgot that I did the Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed single-player version at some point recently, so I kind of forgot about that one, so that one will be next, and then Bugsnax, but Choo Choo Charles will probably come first, but I should be able to knock that one out pretty quickly. So, let's look at my trophies earned within the past couple of weeks. Not a whole lot of progress overall, because Fallout 76, I believe, was before. I believe it was on the previous update. It was. So, yeah, Fallout 76, though. Fun DLC. Glad to have gotten to play, and I'm glad that they're still doing content for it. I did actually find out, though, that the Atlantic City update that we've gotten so far is only the first of a 2-parter. So we're getting a second part sometime in Q1 of 2024. So sometime within the next few months, we're getting another piece of content with this game, and I don't know if it's going to have trophies, because you might remember like Steel Dawn or Steel Rain, like one of the two, the original one that had more content, didn't have trophies, but the second one did for some reason. And I apologize if I sound a little bit nasally. I've been having some kind of sinus issues or cold or something recently. That was part of the reason I wasn't playing as much. Also, you're probably going to notice that I don't have channel update in the name of this video. It's because currently I wanted to do the channel update as part of the trophy update, but I think it's either going to be a separate video or it's going to be tagged on to next week's update, because I am either quite a bit hungover from New Year's Eve, or I have the stomach bug, or both, so that's always fun. I mean, it's not really surprising given how much everything's going around right now, but we will have to see. So that's why this isn't also a channel update. It's just a trophy update. The channel update, like I said, will either be a separate thing where I can talk about all my plans for 2024, or it'll just be tagged on to next week's trophy update. So in terms of trophy progress, we have been making very good progress in Call of Duty Vanguard. Beat the campaign, beat it on Veteran. Veteran is not too difficult for the most part. There's only a handful of trickier sections on Veteran in this game, so for the most part it's not too bad. But there are just a handful of kind of more annoying sections where the game just isn't quite as well designed, but it's nothing too terribly bad. Then the 15 blind fire kills, I know it doesn't track them like on here like it does with some games, but I'm sure I'm making good progress on that. So, I mean, even if I'm not, it's a really easy trophy to knock out. Then, let's see, I tactical sprinted through 5 destructible walls. There's an easy way to do this and like farm this out during the first Paulina mission. Then you have to throw back 15 grenades that would have damaged or killed your allies. This one, I ended up getting some of them naturally, and then the rest of them, I found out you can just farm by just straight up throwing a grenade at your friendlies and then just throwing it away, which is kind of hilarious. So thankfully that one's pretty easy to farm. You, of course, have to watch the credits to completion, which is like 19 minutes or something ridiculous like that. It's fairly long credit sequence, but obviously it's not difficult. You can just go make a snack or something and use the bathroom while it's going. It's not that big a deal. Then let's see, any other miscellaneous trophies up there? Nope. So then we have a few more trophies to get in the campaign. We still have to kill 15 enemies in the Phoenix mission. This is the easiest of the like 4 or 5 that we have left. It's not anything particularly hard, but it's still, I mean, it's a little bit annoying from what I remember. So then, we of course have the 2 trophies in the Battle of Midway. The 5 threatened allies probably isn't that bad if I do it while, you know, sober this time, because of course when I was playing it on New Year's Eve, it was New Year's Eve, we were partying in here. So this one shouldn't be awful, but this one is absolute hell. Everyone knows this one is absolute hell. It's horribly designed. It shouldn't have been in the game. It's broken. It's inconsistent. It's just terrible. I don't know why they put it in the game. It's just an absolutely horrible trophy. But I only attempted it for about 20 minutes, so it is what it is. I didn't really expect to get it in what little time I was playing. Then this trophy. Oh boy, this trophy. I have video proof that I did it legitimately, got every single kill in the way that the game says for you to do it, and the trophy didn't unlock after an hour and 20 minutes of this bullshit. So isn't that just a wonderful way to end out 2023 with this annoying trophy just bugging out and not unlocking for you even when you do it perfectly? Oh boy, I just love when games do that kind of crap. That's just so wonderful. Bug trophies are the absolute best. So anyway, moving on from that, I did also get the last few miscellaneous trophies from the campaign. I'm actually very surprised I got this one because it wasn't really my priority to get this one. It was more focusing on just trying to beat the level because we were doing it on veteran, but I got it, so actually it was pretty easy. This one is almost like something that is unmissable. Well, not quite unmissable, but it's pretty tough to miss this one just because you kind of need your teammates for fighting the Jaeger mortars because they're really, really annoying to kill on veterans, so it's really helpful to have your team actually distract him or do some damage. Nothing too bad there. And then you also have to go through the level without any instances of friendly fire, which anytime I actually did it was usually just my own fault for being kind of dumb at times. But I got through that initial vehicle section first try, which was really surprising. That was the one area I was a little more worried about on veteran. But this one would also be very easy to do if you had to go back on recruit. You wouldn't have any problems there. And then with the zombies, I haven't earned any new zombies trophies, but I am at around 8,200 kills out of the 10,000 needed. So, not a whole lot of grinding left for that. Just remember you have to be offline to get these trophies if you already did the PS4 version, which is, of course, just really dumb. And the other game I've been making trophy progress in this week is Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Absolutely loving this game so far. It has been a blast. I'm currently playing it on the amazing difficulty, so I'm not playing it on spectacular because I don't really want to. But I also want to go ahead and get prepped in case they decide to release a New Game Plus Ultra Hard mode. I know for a fact that New Game Plus is coming sometime in January with a New Game Plus trophy. What I'm not sure about is if it's going to come with a new higher difficulty trophy. So at the very least, I'm getting some practice in and, learning how to play the game on a higher difficulty my first time through instead of how I did with the first game where I played it on the easiest or second easiest difficulty. So that's definitely good. So Spider-Man 2 is now like one of the most common trophies, platinum trophies that we have on PSN profiles. I think it has like a 70% obtained rate, which is just insane. Because, it's easy. It's an easy platinum. It's not overly time-consuming. You can do it on the easiest difficulty, so that's all part of the reason why. But I am a little bit surprised that it's that high a percentage so quickly. I kind of felt like it would be at least a little bit lower than that, at least for a while, like maybe closer to 50%, but apparently not. So the main thing you're doing with this game is you have to 100% complete all the districts and finish the main story. That is just the main thing that you have to do. Just finish all 31 story missions and 100% complete every district. The game world is larger this time. There is more to do than there was in the original game, which is totally fine to be expected. Then you have to purchase all the gadget upgrades and all of the suits, which are both fairly simple trophies. Just take a little while to do. What's this trophy? Complete grand finale, so that is presumably either a story or side mission. Actually, no, since it says 0 of 10, it must be like a side mission line or something. Reach max level, so I'm 28% of the way through, so is it 50? I assume that it's 50 again, because that seems about right. It's probably 50. Then, let's see, what's this? I guess that's another side mission, because when I looked at the trophy list initially, I'm assuming that most of these are either story or side missions. The symbiote nests, I think, are basically like enemy bases. I think I just unlocked the ability to start taking them out like yesterday. 7 of 14 broken memories. These are the Marcus memories where you have to go around and kill all the like sand creatures and then just break a crystal. Then let's see, what's this trophy? So that's presumably another story or side mission. Another story or side mission. Then all the hunter bases, so those are like the bigger enemy bases. I'm not sure if I've unlocked the ability to go after any of those just yet. Then complete all of the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man requests. Wow, I'm only at 16%. God, I feel like I've been doing a ton of these. Then another story or side mission. Oh, that one actually has a hint to it. So symbiote abilities 25 times during symbiote surge. I don't really know what that is yet, but it looks like it is a later trophy anyway. Then all of the EMF experiments, so I finished a third of those. There's not that many of them. Then the evolved venom abilities, I really haven't done much with that, or the spider arm. I know that you're supposed to use these abilities a lot more, but I really half the time just forget and mostly play like just with the main melee buttons and stuff, which is probably handicapping me a lot. So another story or side mission, purchase all of the tech suit upgrades. Again, that just takes some time. Then this is like a series of missions, I believe, related to the school, as far as I can tell. I think that's what that is, because I've completed like 2 so far, so I guess there's 5. Then that's... Okay, why is that a... Oh, it's a 2. Okay, so I don't know what that is, but it's just a 2-parter mission, apparently. Another mission, and then this one is presumably either a collectible or just another, like, full mission or something. So here we go, a trophy I earned. Equip a suit style. Very simple, just purchase any suit style and equip it. Then 25 kills in stealth from the web line. This is super useful. Love this ability, it's great. Just put up a line anywhere to get stealth kills. 30 air tricks in a row without touching the ground. I didn't even know that was a trophy, but I will get it eventually because that shouldn't be too difficult. Then this one, I don't even think I have that ability yet, or I just haven't used it yet. I ran around the bases at the baseball stadium. That was very easy. Did that one last night right before midnight. Then the science trophy, Miles and Finn won together. I don't know where I get that one at or where I find this grave at, but obviously that shouldn't be any sort of a problem. I can just, look up a guide if I have to, if I don't find them naturally. So this one, I think I need to get the web wings a little bit more upgraded before I try this one, because they're still fairly unevolved. Then I really haven't done like any tricks at all, so nowhere near doing that one. Presumably another story or side mission, collect lots of tech parts, straightforward, all the tech stashes. Are there only like 5 of them? Because I swear I've only found 2. And then Surface Tension is the very first mission of the game, so you'll knock that trophy out right at the beginning. And then complete all the photo ops. I've actually done quite a few of these, wow, so there's not a ton of those. Then presumably, oh, okay, well that's not a story-related trophy. What about this one? That one is presumably part of the story because we are, like, trying to help Black Cat right now in the game. So, yeah, I am loving the game so far. It is a lot of fun. I know, though, that it's going to get DLC, so we'll see how that DLC is, at least in terms of if we get, like, a New Game Plus Ultra Hard mode. But I know that we're getting a New Game Plus with a New Game Plus trophy, which I'm totally fine with, because that should be coming out right around the time I actually finish this game, so it's okay by me. So, with that, level 855, 98%. 27,524 total trophies, 784 platinums, 5,196 golds, 7,352 silvers, 14,192 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. Well, it's to continue working on Call of Duty Vanguard, but I'm not planning to stream the game again because it just royally pissed me off last night with that whole between the duck, dive, and dodge trophy that's just already known to be terrible and the other one actually bugging out and not giving it to me even though I very clearly did it correctly. So I don't know what that was about. So that game doesn't get the honor of being streamed again because it's just a broken mess. But it will probably still get a Platinum Trophy video at some point in the future. Just, I will make sure to record myself unlocking those last few trophies at some point. Or if I do stream it again, it would be like a short stream to knock out the trophy in Phoenix and the Blind Fire and maybe the other plane trophy. But, I mean, I don't even know about the Zombies trophy because people have said that that one is buggy and doesn't unlock when it's supposed to, so we will have to see if it takes more than 10,000 kills or not. Otherwise, though, the main focus this week for gaming is, of course, Spider-Man. Cannot wait to continue playing more of that. But I think that's really about it for the games I'm planning on playing. I also got the chance to start playing through, or actually during the whole Christmas time, I actually played through Thrillville on the PS5. That game was an absolute blast. It only took 3 streams to get through, but I had so much fun playing it. I would highly recommend checking it out. It's also much easier than the original version because you have the whole ability to rewind time. Makes the game so much easier. Same thing for Off the Rails. So far, we've played for like an hour, hour and a half, and almost through the first part. So I will continue to stream this just because it's a lot of fun. But otherwise, when it comes to streams this week, I don't really know what it'll be. It'll probably be some more Spider-Man 2, actually, would probably be the best thing to stream. So yeah, probably play some more Spider-Man 2 this coming weekend or like Friday, Saturday for the next streams, provided that I get all of whatever this is that you can probably hear in my voice cleared up fairly soon. Hopefully I will. Hopefully it's nothing worse or anything more annoying, but we will have to see. But otherwise, that is going to be it for this week, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, please go ahead and leave me a like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments what you got for Christmas and what you've been working on recently. Always like to hear what everyone's playing. I mean, I know I talk to a lot of people in the comments during chat on streams, and people can tell me their updates on doing like Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, all that good stuff. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments what you got for Christmas, what you've been working on, all that good stuff. And like I said, sometime either this week or with the next trophy update in a week from now, I will talk about a channel update, basically everything that I want to do this coming year. I have big plans for this coming year, and I will go ahead and say the one big goal I have, and I might be selling myself a little bit short on it, but I will hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. That is my big goal. But I will talk more about how that will be achieved whenever I do that channel update or tie it into the next trophy update. So, thank you guys for watching. Schedule will be a little bit up in the air depending on how long it takes me to clear this stuff out of my nose and whatnot. So, I will see you guys real soon for some more content.